Washington, CNN. Now that Roy Moore has come out on top in Tuesday night's Alabama Republican Senate runoff, the attention shifts to the general election between Moore and Democratic nominee Doug Jones. Alabama has long been ruby red. However, Jones thinks he has a shot at taking down the anti-establishment candidate in Moore and assuming the seat left behind by Jeff Sessions, who serves as Attorney General in the Trump administration. Jones, a 63-year-old attorney from Birmingham, has never run for office before. In 2016, Alabama voted for Trump with a 28-point landslide. It's also important to note that Alabama has not elected a Democrat to the Senate since Richard Shelby was re-elected in 1992. However, Shelby became a Republican in 1994 and still serves in that seat as a member of the GOP. In 1997, then-President Bill Clinton named Jones as the United States Attorney for the Northern District of Alabama in Birmingham. 5 years later, in 2002, Jones served as the lead prosecutor in the lawsuit against 2 of the 4 Ku Klux Klan members responsible for the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing in September 1963. This act of racial violence killed 4 African American girls during church services. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. had called it one of the most vicious and tragic crimes ever perpetrated against humanity. Jones was also involved in the prosecution of Eric Rudolph, whose 1998 attack on a Birmingham abortion clinic killed an off-duty police officer. Rudolph was sentenced in 2005, after Jones left office. Referencing his time going after the KKK, Jones wrote a Huffington Post op-ed earlier this month, saying that he does not want to let history repeat itself. Sadly, the pattern of violence as a response to hope has reasserted itself, he wrote. We saw it in the Charleston church massacre in 2015. We saw it on display in Charlottesville this past August. We've seen it in the attacks on mosques and synagogues, and against the LGBT community. We see it in the hostility toward the Latino community. We cannot sweep this violence under the rug. We must address the forces that lead to it and prosecute those who perpetrate such acts, Jones wrote. Jones won the Democratic primary in August, defeating 7 other candidates and taking home 63.6% of the vote, 44.6% more than the closest challenger, Robert Kennedy Jr. I have seen Doug Jones's dedication to civil rights and social justice. From his time as U.S. Attorney prosecuting the 16th Street Baptist Church bombers to his private life as an advocate for social justice and economic empowerment, Doug Jones is a proven leader in which we can place our trust. Doug Jones will make a great U.S. Senator, Biden said in a press release during the primary. Moore, the former Alabama Chief Justice who beat President Donald Trump-backed candidate Senator Luther Strange in the primary Tuesday night, is known for being anti-establishment. Former Trump aides Steve Bannon and Sebastian Gorka stumped for him in the days leading up to the runoff, and right-wing favorite Sarah Palin also joined him on the campaign trail. National Democrats are hoping that putting money and energy behind Jones can push him to the top over Moore, who was removed from his previous post in the state's high court twice for defying federal orders on religious grounds. Doug Jones is a man of character and integrity who is unafraid to stand up for what's right and has a proven record of independence that will serve Alabama families in the U.S. Senate, Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee Chairman Chris Van Hollen wrote in a statement Tuesday night after Moore beat Strange. After years of embarrassing headlines about top public officials in this state, this race is about the people of Alabama and about choosing a candidate with character and integrity they can be proud of, Jones said in a statement after Moore's win was announced Tuesday night. I will never embarrass the people of Alabama. I am running so the people of Alabama can be proud of their next senator.